Okay, I mean, this is not an amazing hand, but it's definitely keepable. Play Student on 2 and Valkyrie Enforcer on 3. A lot of the times it's nice to wait for your Awakened Student where you can play it on 2 and then immediately use a Sigil. And then you can have Protect for it as well, but we'll see what happens here. I mean, if I don't get something else to actually use on turn 2, then probably okay just jamming this, especially since I actually have things to do. We'll see, though. Yeah, I have enough power to play both the Enforcers when I get them on curve, so I think that we just lead with the Awakened Student. Hello, do they have a Lightning Storm? Nope. I'm a little confused about the hello then. I was assuming that it was some kind of BM, maybe, just because of the fact that they had an answer to this? I don't know. Maybe not. They might have just recognized my name. I'm not sure what that was. I was just kind of trying to figure it out. Because there was a late hello, so I thought that maybe they were responding to the actual Awakened Student and had something there. This looks like a Haru control list. This looks similar to the list that we had last week. It certainly could be anyways. Could be a lot of things. It could also still just be temporal distortion. They haven't gotten time yet. There's a bunch of things it can be. I'm very tempted to just Valkyrie Enforcer. I think we do that. We want to put a little bit more pressure on them. We still have Protect. If they have Harsh Rule, yep. We're not walking into it by playing Sandstorm Titan. We're able to Protect.
This ends now.
Not amazing for us, but hopefully good enough. Now the question is, do I bet on whether or not they have the second Harsh Rule? Odds are no, but is it worth it? I think it is. We get blown out pretty badly if they have it. This would be one of those times where it'd be really, really nice to have us stand together. Please. Yeti Pulse? Cool. Yeah, this definitely looks like my list. I think that that's why they were saying it. They put the card on top. That's terrifying. I don't think I want to slam Enforcer into that. They're just stock chumping anyways. We're flooding out quite a bit. This deck does not have a lot of power.
The throne is mine by right.
That's annoying, but I can certainly attack through it.
Halt!
I think that the right thing to do here is to actually just slam.
Mind over body.
And we're gonna, again, hope that they don't have the Harsh Rule. And we have enough attackers. It's close. Because they need a flying blocker, and they need another blocker on the ground. They have to block everything. Wow! Second Eileen. Eesh, that's scary. We do get there, though. Whew. That got a little terrifying at the end. Oh, woof. Eileen's close to stabilizing very quickly. But we did it! Woo! Combrei Aggro takes down the first one. On the play, a little bit light on the actual power. But, oh man. The rest of this is really good. Looks like our last opponent is probably trying to be friends with us. I will accept that, but I need to concentrate on this game. I don't want to accept them because then they're probably going to want to chat. And that's awesome. I love chatting with all you wonderful people. But we got some games to play.
Die with honor.
Aggro versus aggro. We've got a pretty good matchup here if we can actually get the power, because we have a bunch of bigger blockers and they probably have creatures. I'm hoping. Not blocking it this time, and then I'm praying that we hit a power. We do not hit power. Okay, well. I'll just pass. Awkward. I did keep this hand. It was definitely a bit of a gamble.
Think you can escape me?
Wait one more turn before I trade. It might be the wrong thing to have done to not actually trade there too.
Meccano's weapons unmatched.
I'm really hoping that we actually hit it.
Mind
Don't. This is so awkward. They're stuck on 2 power as well, which I guess is kind of nice. They gotta have a trick, right? Yeah.
Move over. I'll handle this. The end.
The end. And yay! We got something. I'm going to wait. Because my guess is that there's going to be a torch. I might just want to stand together, honestly. I think I can get them with it. Yep. Now we have a 4/4 blocker where they need to actually have the fire, or they can't get in at all. Or they immediately have to Vanquish. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Hopefully Sandstorm? Yeah. Do get down there. And the second Vanquish. Fine. It's unfortunate.
I bring you aid.
I'm gonna Knight-Chancellor first. I want to Auric Record Keeper next.
Defend the throne!
They draw the power card? No, she has torch. No. Okay, good.
Ah, here it is.
We can still stabilize out of this. It's certainly dicey. Finest Hour, Torch. Neither one of those... like, Finest Hour definitely gets us. Torch doesn't really. They have another Vanquish, I will be annoyed. Just put it out there. Power's been so awkward. Because I want to play Obelisk for power reasons, but I want to play this because lifesteal against them is really good. So maybe I just slam this. The problem is that, like, if I slam it now and then I draw a 2-drop, it just looks so awkward because then I can't play Obelisk and the 2. Whereas I could have played Commando and a 2.
Trust in your
Probably
skills.
better to just do this. The lifesteal's too good. They have the torch. That's, you know, I actually made a big mistake. It's almost certainly that they had the torch, and I could have Obelisk first to protect it. Yep, that's totally my fault. I knew that they paused. We realized that on the Crown Watch Paladin. It was possible that it was protect, but we called the torch. It was pretty obvious, I think, that it was torch, and I just really screwed that up. That was a really bad play on my part. Because I could have protected it. I could have played the Obelisk first and then had Unseen Commando, and they would have never been able to torch it. Even worse, we would have drawn Protect afterwards, which is pretty good here. Okay. Well, we have a very big Siraf, and I am in desperate need of some units. Their opponent's just going to be able to start going around it. Uh-oh. Almost at the point where I can ultimate Siraf. Well, not ultimate, but use Siraf. Man, our opponent has gotten no power. I'm not sure if that's bad for them, though. Like, maybe?
Reinforcements.
14-14 ambush at night. Okay. I'm not sure that it's actually that bad for them because they're just being able to swarm the board. They've got so much gas. I think that they should have been attacking. If they'd been attacking this whole time, we'd probably be dead already. And by probably, I mean almost certainly. I want to get rid of the champions first because those are the scariest. Please don't torch me. Well, hit a life stealer.
Reinforcements.
Not quite. That is the game. Yeah, I should have done that a long time ago. But what do you do? Just didn't hit any more units, unfortunately. Drew a lot of power and a lot of protects, which ended up not being very good, and our opponent just had a lot of gas because of how they were stuck on power. That was a weird game. Because it would have been even worse for us if they actually had power. They were incorrectly, I think, tunnel vision just on the fact that we could eat creatures, though, and they just needed to go around it and not care. They were a little bit worried about what we had in our hand because they knew that we had just paused a couple times. So maybe they were worried about us blowing them out with, like, a Desert Marshal. I think that they should have just taken the risk, though. Knowing that we were getting so close to Siraf, they needed to do it. In any case, on to game 3. Ooh, this is a good hand. So we're against Ark of the Conclave, viewer from stream. Let's go. Very nice person. I'll be the Huckleberry.
Mind over body.
Listen, I'm going to be a hard campaigner for something here for a second. Can we, as a voice line, we all know the Huckleberry. Can we get a Daisy emote for when somebody dies? Can we do that as the good game one? Like, you're not a Daisy at all. We need that. If we're going to do the Huckleberry, we've got to have them both.
I bring you aid.
Can't just do one. Gonna get a little bit aggressive here and play the Siraf without the Protect. And now I think we don't want to land too much else. I'm slightly worried. I've seen this deck do secret pages and then into Harsh Rule, and that's awful for us. So we've got a lot of pressure on them already. I think that I just want to wait. Hopefully we draw another power card, and then we can just go from there. Because this looks like Temporal Distortion or a similar control style list, and we have a lot of pressure. You don't want to walk too hard into a Harsh Rule at this point, because that's where you're going to lose the game. We have a lot of pressure right now. If they Harsh Rule this, we protect, we get another 4/4, and we're just back to bashing them and dealing a lot of damage. They can't deal with that consistently.
Protect me.
If they're only getting like 1-for-1s or minor 2-for-1s out of the Harsh Rules, then we can probably beat through. Every single creature that we have is enough of a threat. Oh no, a depleted power? That means no Harsh Rule. That seems like it's a big problem. We can't quite kill them. Well, actually,
Think you can escape
if
me?
we can go... Yeah, there we go. I was like, if we draw power, we can Xenan Obelisk. They might not even have the Harsh Rule, so that's reasonable to assume as well if they scoop there. Man, this deck has legs against some of those control lists, though they can't really deal with. We've got a lot of Aegis and stuff to protect it, so I like that. Granted, we didn't see anything there from them, but even if they had the Harsh Rule, I feel like the Protect strategy that we had would have paid off really, really well for us. Alright, on to game 4. Well, without any time, this is not keepable. This hand, however, I'm really glad to actually have the stand together. I want to show how powerful this card is. People keep forgetting about it. And I think that right now in the meta, with all of the lightning storms, like I said, and all just mass removal is kind of at an all-time high. And stand together is such an amazing answer against that. A lot of people don't expect it, and you just blow them out. It goes underneath Eileen's choice, too, which is important. So that's really, really nice. Since they're Feln, we're going to want to protect our Awakened Student. We're going to wait a turn.
Mind over body.
This way they can't kill it immediately with a Lightning Storm. And if they have another, like... Okay, so they're going to go Vara's Favor into Lightning Storm. Yeah. I can prevent that too. And I think we want to. Ooh, very nice. I wasn't sure. I was like, this is a tough one because do I want to just slam the Titan, leaving myself open to more removal? Or do I want to hold up the stand together? Now, if I wait a turn, then I have Protect. I think we just wait. Steward of the Past. That's annoying. Steward is definitely one of the more annoying cards to see here. At least we can punch through it. We're going to do that. Sandstorm Titan right afterwards. Hold up Protect, and hopefully still be in decent shape. I want to see like a Death Strike or something here. No. We have to stop this because even if they don't... Like, if they have the Storm, we could stop the Storm instead, but then it just trades. We don't want to do that. I'm not a fan of trading Sandstorm Titan for Withered Witch. Awkward here because we need one more power. If we have one extra power, we can stand together and Unseen Commando. Or Record Keeper or whatever. I think we just wait. We've got a decent amount of protection. Alright. Steward is just a pain here. It's one of the very few times where I think I'd be happier seeing a Champion of Cunning. Although, that's kind of interesting. It does obviously leave us open to removal, which is going to happen. Yep. But we now have a 3/3. They only have one card left in hand. If it's not a champion, we could be in good shape. If it is a champion, I might regret silencing this because I would want to pop off the Aegis and then Vanquish. They don't have Aegis for it yet. Feeding time? Sure. Come on, power card? Unseen Commando.
Trust in your skills.
Sure.
Trust in your skills.
I'm just going to throw in another one. We've got a lot of threats now, and I want to try and put some pressure on them. And hope that soon we can draw the power cards so we can actually stand together. That will work, because I can play that and still hold up and stand together. And I like having this as protection. I want them to waste a turn trying to use something against it. Okay. Feel like this is like a Lightning Storm. Maybe it's a Vara's Favor. It is a Vara's Favor. Really awkward to have to use a stand together there, but I think it's okay, because it still gives the Aegis to this too.
The touch of
Pumps the whole
shadow.
team. They're not going to expect it. Down to 3.
Ah, here it is.
Record Keeper is a really good hit here. Just makes everything else more awkward. Lightning Storm into Annihilate. That's still not enough unless they have another Lightning Storm. Yeah! Alright, there we go. Whew! Sweet win. We are ranking up. Which is good, because I tanked my rating doing a bunch of really, really weird decks with Stream recently. But it's been a ton of fun. We've done some really, really weird ones. I'll try and pull out some more meme decks soon. But right now I want to try and pump back up that win record just a little bit. And this was a sweet little list, so I wanted to share it. Still out on time. Let's just redraw. This is a good hand, but needs power. If we hit a Justice, we're in great shape. This could be either really good or really bad, just depending on the draw. Looking kind of bad. Not sure what our opponent's on. Probably Praxis? No, Xenan. Okay. Banish, or... Justice? Is there justice in this world? A little bit of justice. Not perfect justice, but some form of it anyways. Sandstorm Titan? Nope. At least that's good news.
Halt!
I like being able to silence that too. Because if they're not playing Sandstorm Titan, my guess is that they have the World Bearer.
You will feed the darkness.
Ah, they had Iron. So this looks like a Contra list then. It's gonna silence Iron now. I'm not gonna trade it yet though. I've got Knight-Chancellor and the Xenan Obelisk, both of which blanket. Now that's just a 3/3. I can take a little bit of damage here.
You cannot put out the light. Halt!
I don't want to kill that because I'm really feeling like they have a World Bearer or something else big in their hand.
You cannot put
I
out
don't
the
want her.
light.
I bring you aid.
I need to kill something now. Take another 4? I'm playing this a little bit loose. Really hope we hit a power so I can both Obelisk and Vanquish. Yeah.
Xenon's mysteries are best left on.
That's not power. It's pretty good though. I'm feeling good about trading that for the Dawnwalker, and I mean it's certainly not amazing. I'd much rather Obelisk. Still. Could have been a lot worse. Trade. I imagine they are able to pump this, though. Like, they just bring it right back. Yep. There's the World Bearer. Have to block the World Bearer. Take Iron. Take 4. This is going to be really hard to win right now. So, like, our blocks, we block the 4-1. Have to block this. I can double block it. I guess that we just have to hold back. We can't do any attacks here. I'm trying to find a way to race, but there's really no good way to do it right now. Like, if I want to double block the World Bearer, then I'm going to want to attack with everything. I will double block. Oh, did they have... Oh. Ooh, I was so worried that they had, like, a banish, because that would have been miserable for me. Another Iron.
The darkness.
Trust in your skills.
we're in a position where we're getting really close to where power is actually good for us, which is nice. If we can hold out a little bit, we get to a point where if we hit power, then we're powering up Xenan, Obelisk, and the Siraf. And if we hit non-power, well, then it's something probably useful. Scary thing is they're also in that position because they're Iron, right? They can ultimate it at 9 to get back, say, World Bearer Behemoth, and that thing's just massive. They'll also pull back a Dawnwalker if they want to just try and jam it in early. Protect. Last turn. That could be good if they get aggressive here somehow. A second Iron.
Feed the
Okay.
darkness.
Yeah, now we're in that position where they are, where one more power is good for us, non-power is probably good for us as well. If they attack all out, we're almost dead, but not quite. If we don't draw a unit, we definitely are. Suppose that the other out is possibly hitting a power and using Siraf to get like a big lifesteal unit. Not super likely. Not the way I want to have things happen, but it's a possibility. So this should just be an ace base, I think, from the opponent. If they have a power, they might want to ultimate one of the Ions first. Okay, I want to protect the Knight-Chancellor more than anything else, I think. Feels like that's our way to possibly get back in. They definitely should have used that devastating setback to just minus our entire team. I think that would have been much better. Really? This is such a weird attack. I feel I could have done a lot better than this. I imagine they have something, like another Titan here? No? Nothing. That's a very awkward draw. Ew, yep. They probably top deck that, right? That's the weird thing. Because they definitely would have played it last turn. I don't understand. I really don't understand that play last turn. I feel like you either attack with everything or you just don't attack. Throwing away the Dawnwalker doesn't make a whole lot of sense when you don't have something else there. Not when you're that close to winning. Power that up. I can't really do anything but Vanquish here, unfortunately. And then worse, they're able to use the Ions turn after turn now.
Welcome to the fold.
I'm not sure how I can get out of this. Guaranteed fatties. Also a fatty? And hopefully with lifesteal. That's actually okay. Just throwing this away? They have a Vara's favor? Like, what do they have here? They're just buying it back? Why are they throwing these away? I guess just to make it bigger? Doesn't seem right at all. At this point, now it looks like Record Keeper plus Awakened Student and Attack in the air. So deal them 15, they gain 6, 23. If I just deal them 10, and then next turn deal, they go to 7, they go back to 13. So we still have lethal. This is just a little safer. Do it this way.
Time quickens.
I don't know exactly when our opponent should have attacked all in and when they should have made their attacks, but I feel like this was a big mistake. They could have just, instead of trying to buy this back as a bigger unit, they could have just bought it back, waited, bought back the second one, and tried to overwhelm us. I don't know. I mean, that's comparable to the Knight-Chancellor at that point, I think, and we're at such a low life. Maybe I'm wrong. Alright, there we go. That was the finals. Whew! This is an interesting game. That was really close. I was surprised we clawed back into it. There was multiple turns where it looked like there was no way out, but we climbed our way back out of that somehow. Siraf is a powerful card, no question. And Siraf with Obelisk is really, really dumb. In any case, thanks everybody for watching. Do really appreciate all of the love and support that I've been getting recently. You guys have been absolutely amazing, and I do appreciate it very, very much. I've turned into a full-time streamer slash YouTube person, so it's really important to me that I have gotten all the support, and you guys have stepped up for it, so it's been pretty fantastic. If you would like to hit that like button and subscribe and all that stuff, it'd be wonderful. And of course, check me out on Twitch, and I'll be making another video for next week. See you then.